Okay, we are sitting down here at the Local on 2 podcast studio with our friend Jordan McCullough. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes, I'm so excited to be back.
I know. Okay, so he's an American Idol hopeful, and he is now in the top 20, which is so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank
Can
you.
you
That is
believe
huge.
it?
No, I really can't.
You know,
Still, I'm like, pinch me.
and I asked him just before this, I said, are you riding the wave or are you exhausted? And you said,
Yeah, I'm kind of riding the wave, honestly, trying to be as present as possible because it's so fun. You don't get to do this every day.
No.
And so to film a TV show, to hang out with some of the best singers in the world and all of the celebrity judges, like, come on now. I'm trying to be so present.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. How did this all come about? What made you want to audition for American Idol?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even know that it was a possibility for a singer like myself. And I shared a little bit about that on the first episode during my audition because I'm just a church singer. I sing out of my ministry, and that's just what I get to do, and I love that. It's an honor to do it. And so I didn't know that the platform would accept a singer like myself. And so the opportunity presented itself, and I was like, well, let's just see what can happen. And honestly, if I'm being so for real, I was just excited to be in the room with Carrie, Luke, and Lionel, and that was enough for me. I felt like I won in that moment. And then getting a golden ticket, I said, oh, y'all want me to keep on going? Oh, yeah, well, we're going to see what's going to happen then.
Yes.
Yeah, so cool.
Well, and, it's so funny. He says, I didn't think it would happen for a singer like me because, the first time I saw Jordan McCullough, I happened to just go to Zeal Church, which I'm not a member of, but my family is. Yeah. I'm sitting there with my stepson, and I'm like, poof, man, this guy's a really good singer. and my stepson is just laughing. And then all of a sudden they say, and Jordan McCullough will be on American Idol tonight. So I have no doubt that there is a place for you there.
Yeah,
what would you say is your overall message when on stage?
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of hope, a lot of joy, peace, and comfort, and just seeing someone like me being used on that platform. Someone who didn't feel ready, someone who didn't feel like they had it all together. I'm doing it. Yeah. And so that moment is when you're trying to figure it out, just go do it. Yeah. God will equip you to do it. He will give you the grace to do it once you're already in it. And so, yeah, that.
So let's get to know baby Jordan. Who was Jordan growing up? Like, what were your goals and dreams? Was it to be on American Idol? Was it to be a household name? Because you are now.
Oh, thank you so much. Growing up, I see why now that I'm an old soul because I just wanted to be around my grandparents so much. I love them. I love my parents as well, but I wanted to be in the kitchen with my grandmother. I wanted to help drive the church van with my granddad. Like, I just wanted to be around them so much, and I think a lot of their characteristics have been imparted into me. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I wanted to do everything around singing. I remember literally being 4 years old and running to the choir stand because I just had to sing. I don't know if it was the mic that made me excited to sing or standing up in front of people. I don't know what it was, but I had to do it. And so for me, at 4 years old, I was singing in the choir, and I didn't necessarily expect to see myself on a show like this, but I watched religiously all of the shows. I mean, every single one of them. And I would go back years and years and listen to all the performances and over and over again and kind of start singing those versions of the songs that I would hear on the show. Uh-huh. And now being on the show, it's like, oh, I get to now make that memory for myself. It's so cool. So
yes.
Cool.
Well, you know what? It's so interesting when you hear musicians and how they, kind of come into themselves as singers. They have their own kind of version of sound. Yeah. What would you say is your authentic sound? How would you describe it?
My sound is very warm and comforting, but there's a familiar piece to it as well for those who grew up with the good sounding music like myself. And there's something familiar with it, but there's also something intriguing to it because there's this dynamic range that I have. Very grateful to have where I can hit the lowest of low notes, and then we can also give you a big belt, and that's so captivating. But I think the biggest thing is how warm my tone is. Yeah. And how inviting it is.
It's inviting, and it also makes you want to get up, stomp, and clap, and raise your hands. I tell you what. Okay, so tell me a little bit about American Idol, the whole experience. Like, give us the, BTS, behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. The crew, the producers, everyone that's working behind the scenes on the show are truly the most incredible people in the world. It is everything that you think it is, plus more. And they're truly there for us, and they want to see us succeed and have our best stories go forth. And they're very respectful, and even all the way to the judges as well. A lot of people, wouldn't necessarily expect that we would have time with them, but I remember there was a moment right during Hollywood Week, where all of the judges came and just sat with us. And they're like, do you have any questions? Like, can can we help you? And Carrie being, a previous contestant, it was so cool to have her perspective on it as well, because she's been there. She's been in our shoes. And so everyone is so kind, so welcoming. Sometimes I'm like, guys, like, I don't know. Be a little distant, maybe. I don't know. You're Carrie Underwood. Yes. And they just want to sit buddy with you and just be there and support you. It's so cool.
So awesome. And so you're working with Carrie, Luke, Lionel, but you were also mentored by Keke Palmer and Brad Paisley. Yeah. What was that like?
It was incredible. One, I was mentored by them, but also in Hawaii. I was like, someone pinch me, please. This is a dream. Are you kidding me? I had Dole Whip and Keke Palmer right there. I said, oh my goodness.
So good.
It is incredible. They're both incredible acts, and everything that they've done and accomplished in their careers, I was front row with notes and a pen to take whatever they had to give me. And I've been fans of both of theirs for a very, very long time. I mean, I was humming Remind Me by Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley on the way into the shoot. And then I see Keke, and I feel like I see myself in her a lot, and as far as our personalities. And so they were very uplifting, very encouraging. And yeah.
What's the best piece of advice that you've gotten along this journey so far?
That I'm enough. I know going into that seems so cliche, but truly, you see an opportunity like this, like American Idol, and you expect everyone's got to have it all together, and you've got to go in and give your best every single time. And so I'm very strategic, and I internalize a lot of thoughts. And so I'm sitting down thinking, how can this be the best performance ever? And one of my vocal coaches just stopped me in the middle. She grabbed my hands, shout out to her, and she was like, Jordan, you're enough. What you're doing is enough. And I was like, no, it's not. Like, and I was trying to combat, I was like, no, it's not. This is American Idol. I got to give the big notes. I got to do. She said, you can sing and you are enough. Ooh. And I needed that reminder. And who would have thought that it would take American Idol to give me that reminder? Right. I'm so grateful.
I have the chills right now because you know that it is a bigger message. Okay, last question. And I've asked you this before, but I loved your answer. And for those who've never heard it before, how do you plan to stay authentic? Because like I look in his eyes right now, and I'm sure you can feel it too. How are you planning on staying authentic throughout this process?
Yeah, I think the simple answer is showing that I care. I care to be here. I am so invested to impact of the world. This is American Idol, but it's going to impact so many beyond that. And so showing up with a care attitude and showing up with preparation and expectation. I am kind of going with the wind here, but I'm also ready. Yeah. I feel really, really ready and prepared for this moment. And so I just want to show up enough. Exactly how I am, how I was encouraged, and that I care. And I think that'll show and translate well through the screen as well.
Well, I can feel it right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Jordan McCullough, American Idol hopeful. One last thing. How do people vote for you? Because now we can vote.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, please vote, because next week my episode comes out on Monday, March 23rd, for my chance to make it into the top 14. There's a brand new way, actually, to vote this year. We're reaching a whole new audience through social media. So TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of those platforms, you'll find the official pin post by American Idol, and it's so simple. Just go in the comments and type Jordan. That's Jordan. You do that 10 times across all platforms, including text. You can text the number 14 to 21523, and then also on the American Idol official website, americanidol.com/vote.
So good. I am voting and cheering for you along the way. So proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.